Hi everyone, Doug and Julie here with our 2021 Ford Mustang Mach-E electric vehicle. November 30th, 2023 marked 2 years of ownership for our first EV. So in this video, I thought we'd give you an update on how it's going. As we've mentioned in previous videos, Julie and I both work from home, so we don't put a lot of miles on our cars. The Mach-E has been our only car for just over a year now, but after 2 years we've only just crossed the 12,000 mile mark. Interestingly, over half of those miles are from day trips or longer road trips, including 2 1,500 plus mile multi-day road trips to Northern California, a few trips to the Seattle area, and numerous day trips out to the coast. Don't let anyone tell you EVs are just for around town. This car has been great for traveling. When we're not traveling, the average week has us getting out once or twice during the week and then weekend errands. For the few times either of us might have to go into the office, the Mach-E has been an excellent commuter. Normally, Julie and I both prefer a car that's a little smaller, but we feel a little safer in traffic with the larger SUV. Adaptive cruise control is a big help here as well. And Julie notes the navigation has done a surprisingly good job of directing her through or around construction traffic. Locals who've had to travel 217 know what we're talking about. As for the weekend errands, the Mach-E has proven to be an excellent utility vehicle. In addition to weekly grocery duties, we've hauled mulch and soil, exercise equipment, furniture for various home improvement projects, and even long boards. FYI, you can get 8-foot long boards completely in your Mach-E if you put the rear seats down and slide them between the front seats. You'll want to protect that screen. If you have too many boards to fit between the front seats, they'll have to stick out the back a little bit, but it's still manageable. Charging has been mostly done from home. We usually think about charging once we drop below 50% and only charge up to 90% unless we're going on a trip where we charge to 100%. Even when Julie or I have had to go in the office, we've never had to charge during the week. The excellent range means we can go 2 weeks or more before we need to charge up. Still, we often charge up just after we finish our weekend errands so we can start the next week with a full battery. With our solar panels, summer charging is free, but even when the sun's energy runs out, electricity only costs us about 12 cents a kilowatt hour, so our bills in the worst months only run about $50 or $60. Despite the 2 long road trips and numerous day trips, we've only DC fast charged 22 times, and a few of those probably weren't necessary. Keeping DC fast charging to a minimum should help our long-term battery life, and we're happy to say we haven't had too many problems when we did need to fast charge. Check out our road trip videos for more on that. Speaking of battery life, we've probably had too few miles to really see this yet, but we haven't noticed any battery degradation. We haven't had the battery health formally tested, but in warmer weather, we're still seeing the Gessometer reading well over 300 miles at 100% state of charge. In colder temps, we still see the GOM reading in the high 200s. These numbers are probably helped by our driving style. We don't drive like enthusiasts. I would describe our driving as pretty normal, if maybe a little on the side of zen, but we don't do any hypermiling either. Cost of ownership is another area where the Mach-E has excelled. Other than licensing and insurance and of course the cheap electricity, this car has cost us nothing. Okay, we did buy some accessories, but those were voluntary costs. We've had 2 unscheduled trips to the dealership for a sticking parking brake and an update that couldn't be done over the air, but these only cost us a little time. The first 10,000 mile service was just a tire rotation and checkover, which also cost us nothing. There is a major recall out for some of the early Mach-E's. That means we'll be getting our high voltage battery junction box replaced in the near future. It is a potential fail point, but we're not worried and can continue using the car normally until our recall time comes. Thanks to numerous over-the-air updates, the little glitches in the tech that we experienced the first year have been greatly reduced, although they do still happen occasionally. None of these have been serious, and frankly, we've learned to just ignore them as they're often fixed by just turning the car off and on again. Frustratingly, sometimes the over-the-air updates actually reset some settings, which leads us to thinking something has stopped working. Most recently, one turned off the automatic lift gate, leaving me in a rainy Safeway parking lot trying to manually lift the heavy hatch while holding a week's worth of groceries. If you have a Mach-E and find something suddenly not working, double-check the car's settings before calling the dealership for a fix. Physically, the car still looks and feels pretty new. The tires are starting to show some wear, as are some parts of the interior. We've also had a few stone chips in the paint. Nothing significant, just usual wear. So overall, the Mach-E continues to be one of the best cars we've ever owned, and we have a lot to look forward to. Year 3 should bring some new developments with the charging infrastructure. We're especially interested to see how the partnership with Tesla and their supercharging network works out. We plan to be among the first in line for that adapter as soon as it's available. But with or without it, we're looking forward to more road trips and hopefully sharing more of our adventures here. Can we get another year of near $0 running costs? Will we get our major recall taken care of? Can we go another year with just one car for the two of us? Stay tuned for those answers. Or better yet, subscribe. Yeah, I went there. Sorry. In the meantime, happy motoring.